Yeah.
Excuse me, hey. Sorry, I just trying to find like the security officer or something just to ask
Sure.
some basic questions. But so I was wondering, like, I have a church and we're just looking to place to set up like anti-abortion signs, things like that. It's a little deep, of course. But I was just wondering, like, obviously I saw some like no panhandling or soliciting signs, things like that. Is this covered under soliciting?
Well, the leasing office is. Do you know where Alta is? That
No.
women's store on the corner.
Oh, okay.
Upstairs during the week, Monday through Friday, they have a leasing offices up there, and you can go in and request what you want to do, and they'll set you up.
Okay, so it's gotcha. But otherwise, by default, there's no, it's not like the sign's posted up.
There's no what?
Like there's no soliciting by default. The sign's posted. You kind of have to get permission, kind of thing.
Yeah, like they had out here during the summer the farmers market
Oh, cool.
on
Very
Sunday.
Nice. Very
Just
nice.
on Sunday from certain time, and they allowed it.
By like a permit and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the only thing you got to do is present what you want, and it's up to them if it's okay. But mostly they're pretty generous when I heard.
Okay. So, well, I always see panhandlers too on that corner and stuff. Is that roadway like right there? Is that private or public, or like that median right there? Or?
Everything that's within the boundaries is private.
So the boundary is like
104th,
so to the street curb. I
Melody
imagine.
Drive, that other street over there.
Okay.
And the street actually begins the property of Northglenn, and up to the street is our drive.
Okay, so that median, all that's private property actually.
I can't hear.
All that median and everything that I think I saw piano there.
Everything up to the street is private.
Private property. Okay.
As soon as you get into the street, that's Northglenn.
Okay.
All through here.
Very nice. Not bad. Not bad. Say I do find somebody inside. Do I call you?
No.
Or
You just
call the police or?
you come back.
Huh?
You come back Monday through Friday.
Yeah. But I just kind of wanted,
That's the best way is
busy,
to be in person.
Okay, but like, but basically though, if you're inside the borders, basically everything in that list stands. But I'm trying to get to. I'm just kind of confused. I'm new to this whole thing. I'm just kind of young.
You're talking a little faster than I can
I'm
hear.
so sorry. Let me slow down. I'm always just learning new things, and so it struck me as a little confusing that so if you're in private property area and you have like no panhandling sign or soliciting, or I don't like to use the word panhandling, and if somebody is, are they? Do you get called and have like some sort of like violation that you issue as the mall, or does the city issue something like?
Well, you see, in the private property, they have, for example, not only panhandling.
Yeah, so like no
solicitations,
handbills.
No motorcycles parked on the sidewalk.
Oh yeah, no overnight parking.
No,
You're right. Okay.
no roller skates or skateboards on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
No reckless driving.
Of course, yeah.
They have a whole bunch of whole lists. And what happens is for the Christmas season, we have different policemen working plain cars to help out.
Okay.
And they get a lot of shoplifting.
Oh, interesting.
And we have shoplifting, and we have a big problem. The stores are being hit. And we have people that are loitering. We have people that are stealing cars. We have people doing everything. So we try.
But those sound like. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's all right. We make sure that we try to keep everybody safe.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Because and the guys with panhandling aren't always nice.
Yeah, exactly.
And some of them may have even some warrants and be wanted somewhere.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed the.
So it's not exactly like what would you call it, a profession where a person could be a panhandler and everybody knows he's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for the innocent guy.
We had a lady that was
Look at
dressed
him.
in all in white come down pushing a cart about a half mile an hour, and she stopped by the mountain store and left the cart and walked all the way down to the end, asking people for money and all the way back.
Oh, interesting as the shopping and stuff.
See?
Very interesting.
And then she got in the cart and she's walking like normal.
So
I happened to be the person. I said, "No, listen. You leave here, there won't be a problem. But if you refuse to leave, then you're going to have a problem." And she says, "I'll leave, but I'm going to call the city council and I'm going to do this. And I said, we got signs. We made sure we got all these signs. So that was it.
Okay, so, but it sounds to me like, well, you list off like, shoplifting and like cars and stuff like that. Those seem like the kind of violations that the police would ticket anywhere. So it's not really, it doesn't matter if it's outside the mall. I was just kind of curious of like if you have like a skateboard or something, like it's not illegal to skateboard.
Well, you see the skateboards going by those doors, and the old people walking out, and they get hit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
So do you what do you have can you call the police officer to get like a skateboard
well,
ticket
I
on them?
always stop them and tell them, you can't skateboard, you can't shop. No, I don't tell them you can't shop it. You can't solicit money. Whatever it is, I tell them you can't do it. You're gonna have to leave.
Okay, so the consequences of continuing to do so are just strictly there's not actually a statute for skateboarding or something, but it's like you're refusing to listen.
Rules on private property.
And then basically, if you don't listen, it's kind of like trespassing.
Right.
The whole hold on a
most
second.
of the time,
The whole if you don't stop, then it's like trespassing. Like you do something else here besides that. Kind of
and it goes for like employees too that work and get in their cars and speed. And I'll tell them, if you guys keep it up, you're not going to be allowed to be driving the car on the lot.
Okay.
And they say, well, we understand, and then they obey the rules. But I always give them that first chance to stop what you're doing and leave. And if you don't like it, come back during the week and talk to the leasing office, and they'll tell you if I was right or wrong.
Gotcha. Okay. So, very interesting. What gets me the most is like it crossed my mind of like a panhandler, and so if they're in private property, you say all you can do is tell them to leave and whatnot. But can they still get like a panhandling ticket
Sure.
on private property?
Yeah, they can get a panhandling ticket. They can.
But what about like? But if it's not actually illegal to panhandle, it's just illegal to panhandle not safe. I know there's like roadway restrictions, things like that. It's not actually inherently illegal to panhandle.
It says no panhandling or soliciting money on the property.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. So
If it's on the property,
then it becomes an actual
the people
statute
that
violation.
own the property don't want it.
Yeah,
And
but
it isn't because they're bad people that
Yeah.
don't need the money.
but I mean
It's
like
because
the
some
person.
people get upset with it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And even with the church people.
Yeah,
They'll come
yeah, I
and
know.
they'll
That's
try
why
giving out a Bible and little
exactly.
things.
We try to be really,
And-
nonchalant.
And what happens is
But-
some customers don't like church or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they make a complaint.
So, but basically though, they can't get, or they, like basically if they're panhandling inside the city or inside the private property, they can still get like an actual panhandling ticket.
Right.
Okay, so
If they're outside the property, they can't, but they should be always allowed to walk off.
okay, exactly. The warning, so you
Yeah.
can give them a chance to comply.
You
things like
only
that.
give them warning. You say, sir, you can't panhandle or whatever you're doing.
Okay.
If you're going to continue, you're going to have to
So-
leave out.
So if there's a statute for panhandling, I still get caught up on these things. And thanks for indulging.
See,
I'm just-
all the things that the powers to be that set up on the lot is covered under one thing, and that's trespass.
Okay. So if they,
because the person violated that sign that
yeah.
says you
So
can't
it's
do it.
okay. So like for instance with skateboarding, there's a cop can't ride a skateboarding ticket because it's not illegal. But if you do it in here and you're told not to, and you continue to, it's trespassing.
Yeah, well, even I'm not sure how the other guards work out here. For example, how many times we tell a person to leave.
Yeah, you don't know, and maybe you don't know
one
that he was
day, and then
warned
2
by
days
someone
later,
else.
Somebody else tells them, and another day, and when's the time you say, okay, now that's enough.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
And see, we have a panhandler that looks just like you. We have a guy, and I don't mention his name, and he's not as tall, but he's stockier, and he's got a red beard and reddish complexion, and he's been trespassed a couple times from here, and he's been warned maybe a dozen times from here, and he still keeps wandering back. He's over maybe a week or 2 each time.
huh?
I don't know why.
That's really interesting. Well, I guess they're just, need help and they don't know where else to go. I don't know. It's tough.
I don't know.
So-
And he doesn't talk much. We try to talk to him, he doesn't want to talk.
Yeah, they're pretty skittish.
You know.
Well, it's tough because I've learned in my experience, because I kind of give to them on the streets and stuff. It's that they don't want to feel defensive that you're kind of attacking them or something. So sometimes they put up a guard so you don't get to find out the truth, versus like getting to be knowing them and stuff. And so I've actually got to know a couple homeless people on the streets, and they actually are pretty legit. I've met some other ones, so kind of questionable in nature. I'll admit that. But
Yeah,
it's just
I know this one guy in particular is a really nice guy, and then you tell him, you can't do it, you got to leave. He just walks off, and that's it. There's no trouble.
yeah. So
Except
I guess
it's all we see him.
yeah, it's true. So I guess the discretion is still in your hands. Where if you were nice, if you could still give him another chance to leave. Right? But I guess after the second or third time, you're like, "Come on, I gave you a chance," and you're just.
Well, I try not to ever argue with him or be mad to him, because that seems to do worse than just being nice. And telling
Yeah,
him
it's
no.
tough. So.
But eventually there comes the time. Now if a time that he refuses to go, that would be different.
Yeah, and that's where you actually have to charge him.
That's where he'd have to be charged and call the police, and they set up the court date, and they do all the stuff, and I come as a witness, show that he violated the signs. I bring the pictures of all the signs.
And so, but it would always be like a trespassing charge. It sounds.
Yeah,
like.
because
That's just kind of the only thing you guys have because it's your private property.
right, and underneath the trespass is all the things the owners don't want to do on the property.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess it makes sense. There's an investment. It's just there's like this balance of power that you have to have.
And it ain't trying to get the people to, like the mall across the street there. They're going through bankruptcy out here.
Oh.
They have people sleep in their cars there, and nobody cares what happens. I mean, you could.
So is there car camping laws around here? I've never heard of that before.
Trespass.
Oh, you're right. It's private property. Yeah, that makes sense.
But there's nobody in there.
But nobody
that ever
does
seems to
anything.
press the charges. So
I guess, yeah, it's like if you have it on the books, at least apply it. If not, you got to get rid of it or find a solution. Or
yeah.
That's probably the age-old question of what do we do with our less fortunate.
See, and most of the time, I don't. The guys know that they're not supposed to be here, and unless they're intoxicated or under drugs or they have some kind of problem that come up in their life or who knows what, they'll walk off and not cause a problem.
Exactly.
But it's the ones that cause the problem that tie up people's time.
Seems like the more desperate ones are the ones.
I don't know.
Who knows? I don't want to assume or anything.
Perfectly nice guy one day, and he may be bipolar.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the next day, he ain't the same person.
Yeah. Kind of got to be careful.
Well,
Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good night. Thank you.